can catch some recurring themes.
I mean, sure. So the one from 2 days ago is fine. Looks like you're playing Kindred.
Yeah,
Okay.
playing Kindred in all the woods. So
Oh really? Are you one trick? I don't
no,
remember.
no. I'm trying to pick up the new champion for my team.
Of your team?
Yeah.
Are you like playing amateur or what you playing?
Yeah, in the Prime League at the moment. But
Oh, what division?
uh, Division 5.
Okay, okay. I don't know much about Prime League, so I don't know how good it is either. I know
Well,
Prime League 3 at least have master players still. I'm pretty sure.
yeah, there are a bunch of master players there.
Sporting. Okay, that's fine. So, what are you thinking? Where are we pathing? It's probably the
Okay,
first question.
okay. Well, I don't really like ganking Ezreal Yumi lanes that much,
Okay.
so I should probably path away from that. Like top lane is Bruiser versus Bruiser matchup. But the sad thing is, I kind of get shit on by Lee Sin in every single way.
In top lane or like or like just following
In
one?
general.
Okay. So you think you lose all 3v3s or 2v2s?
No. Like in the early game pre-6, I should win. Oh, I remember this game. This was horrible. Okay.
I mean, pathing wise, I mean, this is like you can probably path to like either lane. I don't think that would be that bad, but I'm pretty sure I would also path top just because if they do end up becoming a 3v3 in bot lane, it would kind of blow for you because I actually do think they win with 3v3, whilst in top lane you probably do fine in the 2v2. But if I could choose just like gank a lane without like Lee Sin being able to respond, I would rather probably gank bot lane.
I think I actually late invaded or something. Like I did early game aggression.
You can't. I don't think you can invade any lane. You don't have that good prios.
Yeah.
I see what you do. If it's because
Oh yeah.
okay. Also, you should probably not take red smite on any junglers. It's really bad stats.
Yeah. Like, do you think blue or green smite is better?
For Kindred, probably. I probably think green is probably fine.
Yeah. Like I tried out a bunch of them. Like I tried something like blue smite into a ghost.
Well, but you don't need to. I mean, you definitely don't take ghost just because you have blue smite.
Nah. But I mean, I'm trying out a few builds, but
Yeah. But
kind
like,
of worked for me. Yes.
but like this game, for example, like blue smite would be kind of fine because you can go PTA this game because they're so squishy, and they're kind of low range, or at least some of them are. So just double up with extra damage is like fine
Okay.
if you want that. Okay, let's see. You should. I mean, in general in jungle, you always want to take. You either want to end the buff or start the buff. You don't want to do Wolf into blue because if you then do Gromp, because now your Gromp and Wolves are going to be different timers for
Yeah.
the next
Okay.
turn. So it's kind of this is more important on like farming junglers, but you should still keep it in mind.
Yeah.
Because also this also just wastes your time by the way, because you're looking for the scuttle, right? So if you
Yeah.
go here, I mean I guess you would be in time regardless, but but I'm gonna say that anyways, like because you can at least kite the blue buff into the river, so it actually saves you time. It's less important this season though. You should. I don't know where you smited at, and I don't know where you're looking mid. Like mid, they already died in mid lane. Like the
I
only
think about either counter ganking and getting a ward down in the enemy jungle right now,
yeah, I
so
mean
I can spot the Lee Sin.
the thing is though, like if Lee Sin is there, then she's always dead before you can do anything. So you can only do that if you tell her to like wait, so you have time to actually move there. rather than anything. Because then you can at least like show on one side and get vision there. So she just holds on that side, so Lee Sin can't enter without dying. But yeah, I think it's like really greedy to look for a counter. And also we should probably assume that Lee Sin is puffing bot lane this game.
Yeah.
So we
You're
should
right.
already... Yeah, we should probably already ping bot lane. Oh, like he is just showing up. We get the mark though, with, because of RNG.
The lucky RNG crap.
Yeah. And we didn't actually put a ward in the enemy angle. For some reason.
I did that another game. I kinda get them mixed up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I warded because I thought like the title set for Kindred respawns would actually do it, so I thought maybe it would come up and I could try to sneak it away. But I guess I miscalculated that. I thought he would. I didn't really look tab and see his CS, so I thought he would do typical red and skipping Crux.
Okay. I mean, regardless, I think this is really bad because if you just paid attention to the top lane here, you would see that Gangplank technically has a freeze and he has TP'd recalled. So you kind of need to break it. So you actually need to go there. And after this, you could probably argue that you can go either recall or just take these camps into recall. Either one if it works. We end up going top lane here, but the problem by going top lane late now, you would end up like coming into Lee Sin, which wouldn't have happened if you just went instantly, I feel like. I don't think Lee Sin is in river. I think he's definitely top lane or like in base going to top lane. Like or Mordekaiser is like kind of screwed over now. I feel like because of how we did, because we did the ward thing. Yeah. So now it's like really far because the wave is gonna keep being bad. And Lee Sin has a timer, like he has like a 4 to 5 seconds timer. I don't know where we're running here now. This seems like I know you get to want to mark, but you can't play for the mark when you play because you're still playing jungle.
Yeah.
You shouldn't.
I also realized that like a few days ago. I saw him, and I did a camp here just to kill time, and look what Lee Sin is doing.
Yeah, but the problem now is now we're taking another bad camp, and with bad camp I always mean like now we were losing out on CS. Like in this position, I would probably have pathed like this. Reasoning is because like the thing I mentioned before, like that because they're probably gonna look for gank top lane. Or they should have, but I think Gangplank actually fucked over his wave.
Yeah.
I mean, no, you don't win this, I think. Do you?
We win this.
I mean, you trade, but this is not a win. And he is fucked up. I mean, it was a 1v1, I guess. Or like 1-for-1, which is like fine. What would I do here? I mean, I
just played off the stupidity of him. That was greedy, I guess.
Oh. It does better. I mean, like the Ezreal should always just back off, but I mean, you walking here, I don't mind, because you can always just walk into Krugs if he steps back. But it's kind of cringe that he actually dies here.
Yeah, exactly, and it's cringe that I throw the ski.
It's close.
I'm already face pulling the retrospective.
I mean, we have a slight issue because now we have really bad camp spawners again.
Yeah, and bad tempo.
Yeah, that as well. Because Lee Sin could, like, he should honestly just walk bot lane here, and then he can get Reek for free. Because his Grump is up. He actually just took the Grump. It looks like. So he's gonna be a Wolves. He either goes Grump Drake, because he already took Wolves maybe. Or he goes back to red. I mean, I honestly would probably... What would I do? I would actually... Our top lane wave is bad. Okay, now that we see Lee Sin on Drake, I guess it's fine. Because it wasn't certain that he was going for the red, right? I mean, for the Drake. Like, it was pretty, like... Yeah. I felt like he should go for the Drake. Because he know we recall. And he also had, like, a camp bot side. But it wasn't guaranteed, so I would probably not go for it instantly, at least. I would probably, like, go Wolf Gromp into it, maybe.
Well, I thought I am pretty fat with this, and I have a pretty decent lead, so kind of thought I could just fight him, no anywhere.
But I mean, Gangplank
Yeah,
could move there, and Katarina is more willing to lose a wave than Diana is, due to like the
true.
champion works. Like it's just a champion that needs kills to like be able to play. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
but
listen.
yeah, I was kind of not scared of them because of my mobility and easy
Yeah,
ability to go over
I mean,
both.
I agree. If you would have flash, I would always go for the play regardless if I can see him or not. But because we don't have flash, I would probably not be willing to risk it when we're ahead.
Yeah,
Because when you're ahead, you usually slow down the game a bit more. Because you're trying to starve the enemy rather than get more leads.
I see Lee Sin, and
Yeah.
yeah,
So here we can also just play for the Herald. Because, I mean, getting this Herald is really, really good for us. Because our bot side is kind of losing, so we kind of want to overforce on top side. And we also, like, both of the solo lanes are dead, so I don't see why not. It will be the flip, but I feel like you, as a Kindred main, you don't really lose the flip because you have your R. And most people don't know how much the R heals. You're
I
gonna, or
honestly
you
thought and I kind of took it there.
oh. I mean, I think the main issue was that we didn't ping our laners to do anything.
Yeah,
And also we just played that
not bad.
mechanical blood. Because if you actually play that good, then you actually win that. Like, you get hit by Q, first off, like, it happens. But the main problem was, like, the E execute, no?
Yeah,
You end up just
like I
using it.
need to use it so that it goes when he's in my ultimate, so it executes him.
Yeah. I think this pathing is kind of bad. He could be on your camps, but if you go here, then you're defending your camps, and then you go Wolf Grump into Herald, because if he stays on top side, he will just end up starving himself, right? Because he has no camps.
Yeah, true.
While you're taking this. So if he stays to defend Herald, then he loses ES. And if he doesn't and goes here, then you get a Herald for free, right? And then you just move into bot lane. So I think going to bot side here is like kind of an int.
I think I adjust my pathing and went there.
Yeah, but I think, okay, but now
That is bad now because
you might as well go for the mark.
True.
Okay, he dies. Yeah, I mean, now this is really bad. What is this? Why are we moving bot side? Are you going for the mark? Like, we're already halfway there. We might as well just take the Herald.
Oh, I think I completely forgot about that in this situation.
Like,
Okay.
objectives will always just give you
Yeah,
more. Except like second Herald, I guess. Second Herald kind of blows. But the first one always gives you more, for sure. And now we're looking for display. Like, what are we gonna do here? Like, MF is always dead. Just, if you're already committed to the bot side, just take the mark. Even, I think the mark is greedy, but you should probably just commit on it at this point. But like, I don't know. It feels like we're not. I feel like we're not thinking at all when we're doing these things. It's like we see something happen and we're like, okay, we're just gonna go there.
Yeah.
And it feels like really bad. And now I don't know what we're looking for. Like, are you looking to fight them?
I'm looking.
Yeah, how's that gonna happen? We don't even have R. Like, I could maybe see if you had R and you just stall the fight for Diana, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know. And now we're. I mean, I guess
What?
this. I mean, I would probably not buff bot lane again here, because we don't have R. And we know it's gonna be 3v3, by the way. Lee Sin will be here, so I agree. If you're looking to merge
No,
Lee Sin.
I try to take my bot side and go top side, so I don't have to path towards it, I guess.
Oh. But you might as well just, because we know Lee Sin's there always. So then we might as well just go Herald into clearing. Because if we end up, because, I mean, we don't have to, but I feel like, I just want to get the, like, because the Lee Sin is kind of, like, he has given you the Herald like 4 times already. But he's just playing bad.
I could have been way ahead, I guess.
Yeah, like, you could have a massive lead. Like, going bot to top here, like, sure, it's like not even that bad, but it's just not good enough. And once again, you go Grump over blue.
Kinda into this game, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, the fights you have taken are like kind of bad, and the fact that you haven't forced Herald is also is really bad. And now we are, I mean, we know that Gangplank is gonna come. We are not really holding our damage for Smite, which is really weird. I would get that this guy would keep out attacking, but why are you out attacking?
Because I like had vision over the wall and I assumed he went for the mark. Just
Okay,
to get it
but
out of my
you
way.
could stand here. You could just stand here where you don't have a,
True,
like
true.
it's never like worth risking it.
Yeah.
Regardless if you think it, like regardless if you think he's there or not, like you just don't risk it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm not sure what we're. uh, that was arguably like what? How did we play this bad?
Yeah.
Because first off, I think the angle we're taking is super weird. By the way, I would probably just go for a river just in case Lisa will just force on me, and then we walk here. But other than that, like, what is this R? And why did?
I tried to like ult for her to walk in, so she could survive longer.
Yeah, but still, I would because you are okay. So the problem with that I have with that is that we're Ring early and forcing her to walk in instead of walking towards her and giving her the
Yeah.
longest timer on R. It's probably my issue with that. Because regardless if she walks into your R by that point, she will only like get like 0 to 4 second immunity, and then she will get the heal, and the heal is like nothing. So you're basically giving like an 80 heal. It's for like 120, but whatever.
Yeah.
Point. Gale Force this game, it's fine. Do you always build this?
What?
Gale Force?
No, I'm trying things out, but I felt like Gale Force is like good for me for the execute.
I mean, this
and
game
so
is
on, so
fine.
on.
I'm just asking. I mean, I don't pick Kindred a lot. Like, because I do pick it sometimes. We didn't like stream yesterday, and I usually prefer. That was an R game. I usually prefer like this kind of build because I usually pick it whenever they're like more tanky and have more frontline rather than anything. But if you pick it like more than I do, then you will probably get more Gale Force collector games than I probably will. Because I feel like most of the time when you're picking Kindred is when you have like control of the map, and most of the time when you have control of the maps is when enemy lanes are a bit slower and enemy junglers a bit slower, which is usually tank junglers, and also usually tank or bruiser laners, right?
So I shouldn't pick Kindred into like this top laners that are aggressive like Fiora or.
I mean, you can pick it whenever you want, but I think the best times to pick Kindred is like, because Kindred is just another marksman, really. Like, you usually want to play with a comp that is front to back, and enemy team is front to back, because that's when you have most skill expression to show, and also most room to do things with.
I don't know why I'm going mid lane right now.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. You might actually okay. So here, because we're pretty certain that if we just go Drake, so we might as well just look for a mark. Oh, we're actually doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a bad plan take, but yeah. That's good that you don't W. So that's good. Because if we W, we might show. Why?
I was so lucky.
That's
went away.
Oh, then we're moving in here. That's really bad. We should just move out, obviously. But that's so lucky. What?
Yeah.
But this is giving you everything. We could. I could probably win that. Maybe. But it's hard.
I'm just trying to get her off.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like because I felt like that was an easy win, but I wasn't sure if it was going to work out or not because of mechanic issues. I mean, we should probably because Lisa was dead here, no? 7.
Yeah.
I mean, we just take the mark. I feel like that's kind of inconsistent with how you played the rest of the game, because I felt like you've looked for marks so much.
Yeah, but I kind of felt, yeah, true. I thought about going to the mark, but I felt like the, how's it called? Gangplank might interrupt me and I get
Yeah.
3 players collapse. But it's on
But I
Gangplank.
feel, but the thing is, I feel like it's so easy for you to walk out. Is my issue with
Yeah,
that.
yeah, true.
Because I mean, Lee Sin don't get there in time, but Gank do get there in time. But you can just smite the Krag after you lose health and then walk out, and you're fine.
Yeah.
I mean, the main problem I have so far is that you're not very determined on what you wanna do. I feel like that's the main issue. Like you don't really plan ahead, and then you don't commit to a lot of things. I feel like. So I think you committing on things is also a factor to like why you're not planning ahead. You're kind of like half-assing this game. Yeah. I think like that's honestly a big issue. But we can just probably go next game at this point. Or do you want me to look for like teamfight stuff or whatever?
No, I think I entered this game. So.
I mean, if you want me to look over teamfights because you feel like you struggle with that, then I could. It's up to you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I
I mean,
so far my positioning hasn't been the worst, but I don't play that many marksmen anyhow.
now we see a lot of people here, so we should just take this vision thing and just push bot lane because your team is not contesting bot lane for some reason, and then you just look for push because you just want to split them up, obviously. Whatever. Also, on Kindred, I go blue smite, but I think because you're still a younger, you can probably argue for red smite, but you should never have yellow smite at this point. Also, once again, go grunt first. And you probably even want to give this blue anyways. You just give it to like.
Yeah.
I mean, Diana is not here, so I would probably just take it. But that was. And now.
If Diana was here, she could have done it.
Okay, stuff is happening mid lane. We should probably look at it. And after we look at it, should probably realize that we can't do anything here. We can't do anything here, so I don't know why we're walking here. So we just walk, either push top or take the Herald, because I don't know what Lee Sin's doing. He's walking here. Like, he's not playing the game, I don't know. But I guess neither are we, so kind of chill. Because all I'm seeing here is that
it was nonsense to go for this.
Like, because it looks like both the youngers are just looking for kills all the time, or they don't think where the fights will be, and then they just see whenever a fight is there, they just go there without thinking as well, without like planning ahead at all. Like it feels really awkward, obviously. Okay, but we wanted to look at fights. Okay, we get another dragon for free, so that's nice. That was a pretty bad R, I would say. Okay. Are we missing out attacks? We should have E'd already. Yeah, that was a bad R. And then you E like super late now. I feel like everything is bad. Because even if Lee Sin wasn't here, I feel like we standing here is like really, really awkward as well. Because it's Ezreal, right? And he has skill shots. So why don't we try to at least stand behind our teammates? The only reason why we would ever be close to this wall is if we're looking to jump over or like dash over.
Yeah.
To follow Ezreal, right? But we can't do that because of our health. So we're always looking to like stand here or like here. Like you could argue that you can move up to follow his E, but I feel like we're too low for that. So I would probably look to stand here. Just in case he would look to turn on us after the R. So he would look for an EQ here or something to turn. Now that he didn't need to do that because Lee Sin's there, but I wanna like look at the fight without.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair point.
Because like saying, oh, Lee Sin's there, so you should have done this. It's like it's super easy to just do that. But it's kind of like then you lose the point, really, right? Because you can't always know if the Lee Sin is there or not. Like you can assume, but it's better to just look how the fight was.
Why am I doing this?
Yeah, like the Herald's already dead, so it's whatever.
Yeah.
Is there like any fight? It's actually gonna happen. Oh.
No, you can't.
But like, look at this. We just see fights and then we don't think. We just follow it like mosquitoes to the light. I don't get it.
My mentality was like, yeah, I want to fight to limit us.
Yeah.
Like,
We're not doing it properly, I feel like. Because
yeah.
when you fight into limiters, then you... I mean, okay, I can't speak for everyone, but what I do, like, my movement, or like my attempts for click, not that I'm very good at like clicking or anything, is so different to like comparatively to yours. Just when you're looking to do fights. Like this, like, you don't click on spacebar. Like, your mouse is everywhere. You're not even thinking when you're pressing the mouse. It's really awkward. Because you want to have the mouse as close as you, so you have like easier time like change the directions. And you're like not clicking enough either. Like, you're not right clicking enough. You're not S-clicking enough. So like, saying it's limited is like kind of weird because you're not trying to do anything differently than you would do in general. So, and I don't mind going for harder plays, but if you're going for harder plays, then you really need to put yourself in the mindset that you're going to try as hard as possible.
You're exactly right.
And here there's 3 dead. Oh, Baron's already dead, so never mind. Yeah, I mean, if the red is up, then we just take that. It's not a game. Because I didn't pay attention. We just push with Mordecai's is fine. I mean, he's recalling, so I guess we can't. So it's fine.
Yeah. I kind of wanted to shadow him to look if anybody's coming.
Oh. Now we really need to get a reset going. We got the reset. So this is gonna be, some of Nami died.
Oh no, yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's bad pathing. You should have went and followed the Diana, but I can't blame. I don't want to like blame you too much on that. It happens, I guess.
Because I was very tilted in this game.
Yeah, I mean, we're not really.
Like this happens.
We're not really thinking.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad. Your team is like really trying to carry you, I feel like, but it's gonna be hard. Diana is recalling. MF is dead. We can't. We should just ping Mordecai as a back. We never follow him. And I don't know what we're looking for here, because they're most likely gonna have a number advantage on us. So I feel like it's really greedy. Okay, you have to commit inwards already. Like, going that late was really, really bad. Or it was really, really slow.
Kind of trying to catch up back into. Kind of try to catch up back into the game through farming here. So try to take as many things as possible, and I don't know why I start hitting it.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because we don't even wanna like. Baron is not like a win con anyways. We just go. We rather just play with Drake here, but yeah.
Probably should be careful with going bot side right now because
You should just clear. You don't gain anything by standing here because your bot lane is reset, so you can't take control of the river anyway. So you might as well clear camps. If you're arguing that you need to get like back into the game, which you kind of do, I feel like. Okay, what happened here? He's just alone or what? Okay, and then this guy just goes in for fun, and then we're going in for fun when we don't have a numbers advantage. Kind of weird. We're not really playing with our team at all. Oh, that's kind of boring. The game's probably over now, no? Okay. Let's see. We're 2 splits, so now we just walked out. We should have just walked out already. Like, we see that Diana and MF can't join.
They died and died.
We're taking so many fights that we just should know that we never win. So it just feels so awkward at that point. Okay, we got another Kindred game. Oops. This is king of row. Oh. I feel like these kind of stats things are usually kind of bad. But it's whatever. Okay, Talon. Yes. What do we think about this game?
Jax, Eloy is bruiser matchup. I probably should go and play with my trash. Like trash should. If he hits a hook, it's a free kill any time of the day. Like Talon is probably going to outroam Zoe.
Okay.
And Rundle, if he gets ahead, like on me, he should win the 1v1, but I can pretty easily kite him. So I think about going bot lane. And maybe top lane if top lane is pushed, but Eloy has no real CC. So it's hard. I guess.
I mean, okay. So you're starting top side, is what I'm getting.
I should start top side. I don't know what I did this game.
Okay, I mean, okay. So I think that's wrong because I think you guys lose the 3v3 in bot lane. And I'm not saying that you win it in top lane either, because I do think you can win it if Jax fucks up and don't get E on you. So you just go and Trundle and focus him down. So you can win the top side in 2v2, but it's not likely. This is like always lose for you. And also the problem with bot lane is that enemy bot lane just have prio. And usually when you play Kindred,
you want invade and
no, I mean you don't even need to invade. You just want prio so you can hopefully get the crab mark.
Yeah,
Is the main thing you're looking for in Kindred, in my opinion at least in the first clear. Okay, we're going in early invade. It's kind of fine, I guess. Kai'Sa's really good at early invade damage. Fresh is obviously fresh. GRPTA, is PTA even good? Probably not. This game was probably a lethal tempo or conquer game, depending on your preference.
probably.
The problem is though, is that you can't go wit's end. So I don't know exactly what the build would be. Maybe it's just crit again, but it would just lethal tempo. I guess that could work. Because I think lethal tempo definitely outvalues PTA. You could also argue for like a Bork type of build, but I'm not sure what that would be. Just like Croc and Bork. Black Cleaver.
I haven't really tried out Borg.
Me neither.
Know how
It's fine.
to even build it. Like
This pathing is obviously bad. Because in this season, you can obviously always just do all the camps unless you're trying to cheese skank. Which honestly is not the worst at all, like an alternative. But if you want to cheese skank, then you should always look bot lane already, because you want to see how the wave works, right? So if the wave is pushing, then I think going Grumpy is fine. But the problem is I don't think it's pushing just by looking at the map. So I would just go Wolf into blue and to look again, see if it's pushing.
I think I wanted to go into the like enemy jungle. I don't know why exactly. Thought I had an advantage early on because he might not skill his pillar level 3. Probably because he will go 2 points in Q if he goes for a full clear. Which I would assume if he would be level 2 or something at this point.
Most Trundles never go for full clear, really. And I think the Q doesn't actually... Because I think the argument would be fine if he started like red side. Because on red side, these are obviously AoE camps, while these are like not. So going double point in Q, when you see that the top lane is ungankable, would be fine. But going it on like red side is like not that good. But we end up getting a kill, kind of fine. We see Trundle as well. Do they need help pushing in? I feel like, okay, yeah, you just help them push in here, so you get like some XP. I don't know where we're looking for this.
I thought about like the enemy bot lane is dead, so we might as well just go for it. Like mid lane has traded already, so
okay.
So I thought about using my advantage with Thresh to invade his red buff.
To invade his red buff. Okay. Okay, so the problem is, okay, I don't think I can invade his red buff because your stun is gonna be there in time. is one thing. And you're not say you can't force your bot lane to actually stay here because they obviously just want to fight and they want to recall.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they're actually gonna be behind that lane. So I feel like that's a problem. And if you're arguing like, okay, but I just wanna like make sure that Trundle don't get bot lane or whatever, I feel like, well, I mean, you should never walk in this direction if you actually thinks. So you standing here makes no sense. And if he walks here, you can probably, if he walks into bot lane, you can just turn him down rather than wasting time for your bot lane. Because now your bot lane is slightly like late. And the only reason why you got anything at all was because they messed up.
Yeah.
Rather than you guys playing good. And I also don't really know why we didn't take the mark before recalling. I feel like that was kind of greedy.
Yeah, that was.
Because now we gave bot lane time to actually respond to this. So this is like obviously kind of sloppy. We're once again reacting when we see that Zoe's dead already. So I feel like that's definitely a recurring theme that we just don't think if we're gonna be there in time, and if we're going to be in there in time, or we're gonna win if you're there. I feel like you have to just go already, I think. Okay, I mean you won that a lot harder than I actually thought you would. Wait, are you from North America?
Oh no, I'm from US.
Oh.
I don't know if I should even start the dragon here. I mean,
I think it's fine. We don't.
Talon has Cryo, but our bot lane has Fire too, so I thought maybe it could just.
I mean, Talon didn't have Prio, but we didn't see him, which is Miser,
Yeah.
and I didn't pay attention. Because maybe we saw him like walk topside, right? And then it would have been fine. But I didn't pay attention, so I can't tell. I would at least drag it out, right? The bot side. that I would do. I would not have it in pit, but if I would go it, I would probably go it as well.
The bot side, yeah.
I would probably go it and just carry the bot side, yeah. Yeah. Can you looking? We should look at mid lane. I don't know where we're looking at. Where we're not looking.
Yeah, definitely need to work on my camera control.
I mean, I would probably not have stayed there. I would kind of hope that our mid lane would die by just standing like at the edge here, and then we just take the kill and then we take the wave. It's probably what I would have done. Doing what you did is probably fine. It looks like Zoe wants to push one more, so I guess you should help her. But
what,
I think
what am I doing? Oh, I tapped out. Yeah. I tapped out there for a second.
It happens. Well, no, wait, how did... Because we know that the red is dead. That we know.
Yeah, true.
And we know that Zoe's on bot side.
We even saw the smite from Zoe. Yeah.
I mean, even if it didn't, we just know it's dead always, but... Because they were, like, they obviously just killed you, right? So you could assume they took your camp after. Most of the time. We should probably ping the Ilaoi way, I guess, so they don't die to Talon Trundle.
I wanted to, like...
Oh, you're looking for a force a fight?
I wanted to have to bait it, so I can just surprise them, but no.
It's not too bad, I guess. Oh, like, we have no camps at all. This feels so, like, now we're forced to do this, because I don't even blame you, but the fact that we went top lane here was, like, so awkward. I agree, because once we are top lane, we kind of have to force this kind of play. But I'm not sure how bad it is for allowing. And it feels really bad, because the initial problem, was the fact that we went top lane. Rather than anything. Okay. Talon's moving, probably. I mean, we flash out. The fact that we're greeting there is like so.
Yeah. I kinda didn't get. I wanted to ult there and just key over.
Yeah.
But I kinda hard griefed and not ulted. I don't know what I did there.
I don't want to be quoted on this, but I've heard, keyword heard, that crit will give you more damage than the pickaxe. So that, I guess that's worth noting, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, I guess because the E scales on crit too.
No, just I mean, just in general on like all AD champs that build like crit
Oh.
versus AD, it just always gives you more damage. Or like always, it should always give you damage because of like RNG and stuff, but like it fairly it should just always give you more damage. It's what I've heard, or at least remember hearing.
Yeah. I should have waited here probably.
That was really weird play with Talon because you actually played it. Like the R was bad because we should have waited for him to like pop the R, but
After the first play, I kind of didn't trust my reaction time anymore.
I mean that's a problem with itself.
Yeah.
Like we went way too close to him, I feel like as well. Like not this guy. This guy is whatever, but we went very close because after this now we're going close to him again and we're like we're pretty much dead. I would probably just back off.
I could have probably just also flashed away something.
Flashing that Talon key is like kind of hard. I don't even think.
After I see the like Zillion ult, I could have just went out and tried to get away from this as far as possible.
I mean, at least you should have carried the Gromp if you want to take the Gromp for whatever reason. But
no,
yeah,
I tried to kind of get HP back. I don't know why, but
yeah, I mean, I don't think you get a lot of HP from attacking the Gromp anymore. That seemed super delay, but okay. I mean, also that's fine. We shouldn't hard force here. We should just play for Drake. Oh, why have we done this twice? I don't get it.
Yeah.
The Herald thing. Well, now we're probably. Why didn't?
I don't know why I did it. I might have even forgotten it, but I don't even think so.
If you had lethal temp, you'd probably kill them. That's kind of sad. Oh. Nah. Is that really how we play that? That was. You have him, by the way. He's dead, and you live.
I thought like I needed to walk away before so that he doesn't.
Okay.
Like that he isn't in range when my ult ends, so
Okay.
I tried to kite him with the E slow and get away from him.
Okay, but then we queue over here. Oh. And we should queue. Then we should also queue.
Yeah, if I queued into him, I guess I could have killed him.
No, but you could have queued over the. You could have queued over this.
Oh.
And it would have been better. Then it doesn't get an auto attack off. But it's fine. Maybe we don't have like we have a Lau, sure, but
we don't have much prior, yeah.
Yeah. And we kind of left them to do Drake, and the fact that we're attacking this ward is like kind of illegal. We should like if we want the blue, then we should be really busy on getting the blue away. So now we like died again. We're dying way too much. Way too much.
I also noticed that as a theme.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like we're real auto-focused. Okay, kind of want to see how we play this. Okay, we missed at least one attack so far. I mean, okay. Now we just turn on this guy because we're not gonna. I mean, we can reach him. We turn Talon. We should keep him big on Talon. Because this guy's already dead, right? Regardless if we help him or not, so we might as well just zone this guy out. Yeah, respectfully. Obviously.
Like, I was afraid that he would just one-shot me because my teammate wasn't there, so I wanted to...
But because if you play... The problem is that if you play good, you probably win it regardless if it turns on you or not.
Yeah.
Obviously we didn't play good, but that was.
I don't know why I didn't.
We
Yes, I greeted for that kill, I guess, and no, I just.
we're still not attacking our camps. we have had like we have 80 CS at 18. Holy. Four does 5 CS a minute. It's kind of weird. Cause you even have the shots, not the shots, the stats showing here. So I don't know like how you have this low CS. I would get like super paranoid if I saw this and just go like instantly full clearing. So I don't know what's going on here. Feels like we're looking for way too many fights and then we're not really thinking. We just like hope it works. Wait, what rank are you?
I'm masters. Like.
What? That's really weird. Really?
Kreisel, SKL, Seltzer.
Okay, sound it.
On that account, I'm Diamond 2.
Okay. And even that is like honestly kind of surprising. Achilles. And the other account is just this without the two? Or
No, the SKL Seltzer.
I can give up. I'm
No.
so.
What?
Yes, I can send it. SKL Seltsam. Okay. I mean, that's probably on me that I didn't get it. But.
Oh no.
Kind of close. I'll be honest, that makes a lot more sense. It does make a lot more sense than it should, probably. Because at least it's a champ that you like. You kind of. I'm not saying you're inflated, by the way. I'm just saying that you're kind of forced to look for a lot more plays, and it's also a lot easier to find plays.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say it's inflated, but I'm gonna say it's different than other type of jungle champs. If you don't pick Rek'Sai.
Definitely.
And at least it's obviously you force a lot of plays. While because Kindred is not like Elise, because Kindred actually needs control, rather than just brute force. Because Elise has a lot of single target burst. She has a lot better setup. Setup applies.
And CC which allows you to even be useful when you're behind.
Yeah. What Kindred just needs, like, she needs her teammates actually like go in a bit, or like follow up, and she also needs like prios and stuff like that. So it's a lot different that you're probably just not used to it, I guess, and that's maybe why the gameplay is looking really awkward for me, and makes it hard for me to see that this diamond. To be fair though, even the enemy youngers are looking really really bad, but I think that in Master Elo as well, or like even Grandmaster. So maybe that's a thing. Maybe it's just me being rude to people. I don't know. Yeah, we can't really look for the red. That's for sure. But what's our plan right now? Do you think?
At the moment, I try to hover our mid laners. Probably I should farm a little on our top side, but our laners are way too shoved in. So I try to hover them and prepare my ultimate if they get engaged with.
Okay, and I mean that would be fine if you were a champ like Elise, because Elise doesn't need a gold.
Yeah.
And that was kind of a trick question, so I respect that you actually do say that that you should farm, Because I feel like if I ask most people here, they would probably say like, "Oh, we're probably just gonna look to push top into like going top, taking our top lane to mid lane and brute force the tower." But the reality of this, the tower doesn't
We
do
don't
anything.
have treasure.
Like, yeah, I mean, it's hard to do because I mean, it's not that hard to do, but we don't gain anything by getting the tower compared with just get the farm. So it was kind of a trick question, but so I'm kind of glad that you did answer it decently. Though you are not like following up on it in the game, obviously.
uh, yeah, just kind of try to do whatever my team's doing right now.
Yeah, it looks like the one that was matching Lava with fucked up or something, which end up just giving you guys the inhib take. What's going on? How? Okay, did you guys just win here or no? Oh,
I know, not after this.
oh, the Talon has 3 items.
Yeah.
That was kind of a good combo actually. Wait, W. That was really fast. Was this guy actually decent?
The Forza, yeah, I guess he was a Smurf. At least he had a Smurf account.
Yeah, because that compared to everyone else, that was actually a decent combo.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this play is fine, honestly. Talon is the main threat. Jax is defending base. We're fine taking this. We should drag it out though. I don't know why we're never dragging things out. Just in case, like now it would have been fine if we just walked back into it, but like at the start of it, we should have dragged it out because we don't really see what the Trundle is doing. But as soon as like, as soon as Soa enters this space, then it would have been fine to just drag it out again. So we were closer to the fight.
Yeah, I should probably try to drag it out. Like, if I have teammates around, I don't really try to drag it around because I think that most of them will just go onto the dragon immediately and not even try to drag it out.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. But
Oh,
I
you
get-
mean your
I
team is
get
just
that-
like blocking it or what?
Yeah, like, so I can't pull it out if you mean it.
Yeah, but you should
But
ping
I
them
guess
then.
yeah, true.
Because I at least try to do things, you know. It's not always about
Yeah.
what happens or like, or like
It's
what
about
you
the thought.
achieve. Yeah, it's like the intent of things
Yeah.
more than anything.
Really overextending.
I mean,
With
oh
matchup.
now we can just chill. I don't know why we resurrected him. Now he's gonna be more health than he was at the start.
Yeah.
And I think we can't take the flight anymore because now the Tristana will be like, oh, not Tristana, the Jax will. Why is he top still?
I don't know.
I thought he would recall off the last wave and just went there and you guys
Yeah,
would probably
true, that
returned. And now we're staying without the Lau and Kaisa. Now that's greedy as well. But even the last one was like really greedy in my opinion. Because
Why am I walking back there?
we're like the Varyn is spawning in 40 and we're like this split. This is looking really bad. The fact that Kaisa skill checks there is like. I mean. It's all okay. Nice. I'm not sure how you got him even. Like I know you Gale first and got Q on him, but I'm surprised he dealt enough damage.
Yeah, I was. Sure I said that.
Did you get like an auto attack off?
I think so, yeah.
Because if you did, you got pretty A, and then that would be a much. Did you get pretty A? Okay. No, you didn't.
What?
Oh, I guess that was just enough damage. That's just surprising to me. Why are we not going the Baron?
I don't know.
Because even with us guys, we
I
can
don't
we can just take it. But we should probably just. I guess with us. Force mid, I go bot, get Nash when they spawn, but please don't stick. When did he typed this? He typed this like 10 seconds ago. Do you guys like not see that this is fucking up or because it's spawned here? Okay, so he hasn't typed it yet. Oh no, he did. I go force mid, I go bot, get Nash when he spawns. He's typing this like when he spawns. It's kind of weird. I don't mind him going bot lane here, like the Lowy play going bot lane is fine. But you guys have to be all on Nash then, because then he's basically saying like, okay, I will just die for the Nash, which I think is bad, by the way, because I think he can't contest the Nash because they're just off the map already. Like Talon is dead. We can back like the
I don't. Oh, a question: do you think I have enough damage to kill a solo Baron like with my team?
If someone
Kai'Sa
with Fresh, you can do it. If someone tanks, yeah.
Yeah.
It takes a bit of time, so I don't think Kai'Sa should be here anyways, because you don't have Zoe allowing. And I mean, at the moment you have a number advantage, but you don't want to stay here. Neither does Fresh. She will be solo, and then it's like 1 or 2, and then that's bad. So I mean, I think she should walk into you, but I think you can do it with Fresh. And if you just force start it, then your team usually comes, and you should at least ping it if nothing else. Because pinging stuff is like super important on jungle. In solo queue at least. In comp you can always just talk about it, right?
Yeah, definitely. I guess I'm overextending for the...
You could just take the scuttle, but at least it's like slightly understandable that you're just playing for the Infinite Edge. Though I do think you should just vent the scuttle.
Yeah. Oh god.
No, we don't have R. Ooh. Do you live? No. How did Kai'Sa die? I mean, that's his kind of grief bearer. And you should just commit a Nash here. Like here, like it happens again. It happens so many times, man. Where we just walking to a fight that's like already gonna be over, or we just can't do anything.
Yeah.
Like what? And now they're showing on bot lane again, so we can probably just force Nash here.
Oh yeah, definitely. I guess.
Oh, but like the problem is like it just keeps repeating itself. Now we're just like.
Yeah. I know.
How did we die here? Because the soul is dead already, and our soul is recalling, so we're not forcing a fight. And we, what the fuck? Why are we walking in there? For the raptors? Like what?
I guess I wanted to go behind Eli, or I don't know.
There's like no one there. We don't have any visions. It's like super bad.
It's so awful for your eyes to watch your own gameplay sometimes.
Agree.
Oh.
At least you used to. Unlucky, the Talon was blaming you.
I know, he was the Diana from last game.
Oh. I can only check it off. It was this one.
Yeah.
Because his Talon come without one time was at least clean. I mean, he doesn't have to be like any yellow specifically, but at least it wasn't bad. Bland. Okay, it's this guy. 60% win rate. It looks like Yamada's is deaf. Smurf account. I don't know. Probably use master. It's not really performing. Soulwing. Yeah, but there's like a lot of things that's repeating himself. So I think your main focus should probably be to just like look to farm a lot more, and while you're farming you should think of about your plays rather than just following things up while they're happening, because you just
I
want to plan ahead.
yeah. I also noticed that like I farmed a lot more and got way less staffs in the recent games. So I guess I kind of I know I don't want to jinx it, but I try to do it at least at the moment because I noticed similar things.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you recognize the patterns. Like, well, one sec, one sec. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I mean, there was definitely a lot of patterns repeating itself, and I feel like the main reason like these kind of things are happening is because you were pretty much a one trick before this. At least I would say you are, or like were, because I mean, you're starting to get some champions in. So
Well,
when you're learning like this kind of new champs, you should probably spam them. I mean, you're spamming Kindred right now, but I would like really commit on spamming champs because you're not trying to learn jungle or like when they're good or not, or like play for LP or anything. You should just like spam them so you get as many games as you can without taking a break. Because as soon as you switch champs, like you switch to a Sensao game
yeah,
here, you just like kind of lose track of the progress. I feel like at least you slow it down a lot. Because now you're focused on Sinsavo, and then you're focusing on Belveth, but then you're focusing on Kindred. If you just like spam games, then the games will kind of like mold together in some sort of way,
yeah.
right?
Actually, it's surprising how often Kindred is banned.
Oh yeah, people are starting to ban it a bit more now that the winner is kind of insane. Um, but you have two accounts, so I mean, just Q, just dodge and Q on the other one, and if you don't, just use both your dodges to get the Kindred.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I never really dodged anything. I
Yeah,
just play kind of.
yeah. I think it's probably bad to just play because as soon as you just play to play, then you're not like really thinking about things. Because some games are just unplayable, so you don't wanna play them, right?
Yeah.
Because if you're playing for practice, then you should realize, okay, this game I'm not gonna get any practice of because I just have like a Teemo ADC or something, right?
Or I would never actually pick that champion in a real way if I wouldn't practice the champion in this situation.
Yeah.
That makes definitely sense.
But at the very least, if you don't want to dodge, then at least just play two champs, right?
Yeah.
And you play them for like whatever, like 30 games, 20 games, whatever you feel like you're comfortable with. Because you're playing like amateur league or whatever. Was it Prime League Div 5? Um, was it? I don't remember.
Yeah.
But so you want to play this game like somewhat serious, right? So you should obviously put in time to it, and then 30 games of champ or like 20 games of champ is definitely reasonable, I would say.
Yeah.
Depending on
I
how
kind
much time you have in a day.
I kind of picked her up like 2 days ago or something, so I try to get as many games as possible.
Yeah, in 12 games in 2 days. I mean, yeah, I mean it's fine. I just don't like this that there's champs in between because I really do believe that you lose focus as soon as you pick another champ. I do actually believe that is the case, especially if it's another champ that you're not comfortable with, because you're not comfortable with Kindred. So during the Kindred games, you're focusing so hard on getting the Kindred things down. Then the next game, you're picking something that you're not used to either, and then you have to focus again.
Well, I'm actually pretty confident on champions like Pantheon. Like I play Pantheon a lot too.
I actually did see that you were playing some Pantheon on this account in the previous season or something. So I did kind
Yeah.
of see that, but there weren't super many games. But I can see your point. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it was just this that I saw or something. I don't know. But yeah, should we look through another game or what are you thinking?
Uh, I'm not that used to coaching, maybe take a look at a game from another day or something like the recent day.
Oh, this was 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Do you have anything more recent or what?
Wait. Yeah. I thought it would be uploaded already. Video. Oh yeah, this was because of the music. They don't really get it released instantly. I need to release them. Did I even play? I should have uploaded it right now.
Okay. First again. Go to videos, I guess.
Well, I guess Twitch takes that time to upload it. Or what?
Maybe. Oh, there we go. So this is yesterday.
Yeah.
We have Ignite.
Yeah,
Okay.
I kind of like to go Ignite in the start. Well, I try to try out new things, so I thought about going Ignite into SARS because I just win every matchup then.
Yeah. I mean, if I want to try something new this game, I would probably try Exhaust, because they have Zed and Ezreal. So those are things you kind of want to chase down, I guess. And even Silas Exhaust works fine, I guess. I mean, Ignite is not... No, Ignite is actually kind of bad. It would have been fine if it was like... if this was like something else, like maybe... If this was a tank... Okay, so first off, this has to be a tank, and this guy has to be like... At least a bit more immobile, so what would that be? MF, I guess. MF would have been fine, Jin would have been fine. So if they're all like immobile and low range, then having Ignite is not the worst options. I prefer having Flash, probably. But I mean, whatever. Because I have went Ignite sometimes, not on Kindred, but I've went it on Kha'Zix and Talon. But where are we pathing, by the way? What we're thinking?
I don't really want to path into a Shen lane, I think. Because he can just dash out and W. Like, I kinda didn't really want to path any... I would path bot side, specifically, but I would also look to invade Silas, especially level 1, because he has like a weak clear, and he can't really contest it.
With level 1, do you mean like level 1, like actual level 1, or do you mean like after 1 camps you're level 2?
Like actual level 1.
Actual
like
level 1. Let me think. Okay, so Bard definitely outvalues Alistar. Ezreal Kai'Sa. Oh, that one is tough. I would say it's just... I mean, Kai'Sa is definitely more burst damage, but then the question is, do you have follow-up to the burst damage? And I would say no, so Ezreal probably outvalues Kai'Sa. Said Corki probably. Kindred, Silas, yeah, probably you. I mean, I would not say that this is a hard win. A hard win, level 1. Definitely not. And I also don't think you have locked on either. So in worst, I don't even think... I mean, there is a world where someone will die, but I don't think it's a good world. It's probably like very dark and rainy world. So I would hope that would not happen.
You would be surprised what a dark rainy world it is.
Yeah, I can probably.
Yeah, I guess what you mean. I know what you mean.
Yeah, like when you go for invades, you obviously want more lockdown type of champs. Like they could have looked for like if they looked for an invade, that would have been like a total different thing because they actually have Silas Bard, which is like
Oh, no, I mean late invade on top side because I
oh
don't think Silas will ever invade to bot side.
oh yeah, I mean I
Because
agree they're probably not invading, but if they were looking for a level one invade, that would have been a lot more understandable than you guys looking for a level one invade due to like how their champs work with like lockdowns with stuns and stuff. Silas E or like Bard Q. Obviously, Silas do not want to start E, but he could if he wanted to, I guess, or even Shantant. Uh, yeah. Um, but if you're looking to get like an early invade here, like
yeah,
a 130 invade or like 120 invade, then please just stand and ward your camp so they don't look for a return play.
yeah, true.
And if they do look for a return play, that's fine. At least your bot lane is aware of that, and then you play the accordingly. The problem is though, with forcing this kind of play, you kind of lose out um on bot lane because you do actually want to. I agree that you kind of want to get this lane ahead. I think this guy's just super lost draft already, so the game is already over. But you definitely want to play for these guys, and by going on this side, you're kind of you're not forcing a split map, but it's makes it slower or harder to play on bot side later on. Uh, it's this.
Well, from what I've seen and what I've known, or what I thought Kindred would be to now go to his blue buff and just kill him on his blue buff again. Like, our bot lane should have prior, so I think we could easily just kill him on his blue buff again. But in retrospective, I kind of wasted time there.
Okay, so okay. Um, Obviously I can see that their bot lane does have prior, but I don't think they should have prior. Because it's double range versus 1 melee, 1 ranged.
Yeah,
And
true.
Bard as his passive, so it's easier for him to force passive. So I think saying that your bot lane has prior is probably is right in this
No,
case,
no.
but it's probably wrong. But
Yeah.
I mean also
Like,
you don't have smite. I'm not sure, I didn't pay attention, so I don't know if Silas actually used his smite. Oh, we didn't even get Mark and Silas. That's unlucky, I guess. I don't know.
yeah, I was kind of brain off. I just wanted to. Here I chunked Zed out so he couldn't even follow up on anything.
Yeah, I mean, no one can follow up here, but the problem is like, you don't have smite, so can you really take the blue buff without him just chilling and taking it later? Because I'm not sure. Like, I feel like he could probably just steal it in worst case, and then like, or like just stall you there, because you don't want to just stand and attack the blue buff because you're gonna slowly lose health, right?
Yeah.
And then like, if you wait too long, then enemy bot lane is gonna be there. So I mean, I would just not go for it, I guess. Pushing here is fine. Just help us get push. And after that, this game is so awkward already because we just have all our camps up.
Yeah, I kind of forced her
No,
to go along. Yeah, that was
no.
bad. That was bad from what I've gathered already. So I should. Yeah, I wasted her time.
We should be on Krugs or something. Because I don't want to recall. I mean, I think actually. Yeah, just fucking just take it to full clear and hope that it spawns on top side, I guess. Is the player. Because we're never realistically getting this crab because of our lanes position. I think we can't really force more than this because Silas can just come. Is he not level 2 or he's level 3, so I don't know why he's playing so far back.
Yeah, true.
I feel like this play, like, okay, it actually ends up being bad for us, and I'm kind of thankful for that because this was a really bad
Yeah.
play. Yeah, good that you changed to longsword.
Like,
We're
is
never.
longsword better on
Yeah,
Kindred or
because you have amplified attack speed with Q anyways, and in general, no, I don't want to say that, do I? I mean, Kindred is more of a burst champions
Yeah.
more than anything. Because if she's in bot lane role, I think you value the attack speed a bit more. Um, due to you play fast, you play like you kind of need to be a bit quicker. So then attack speed is always nice, and also you have a support that can tank damage for you. So then you get more time damage like over time with a dagger than you do with a longsword. But because you're playing a jungle champ, you want to go like in quick and out, right?
I just want to face palm myself right now. Like, I mean, it just took too long for me to get there. It could have been okay if I would have went there after my, what's it called?
You'll probably kill him, no? But
Yeah.
the question is, no,
Why?
no, not even. I mean, I guess the question is actually why, because why is he going bot lane? Uh,
Yeah.
so that is actually a good question, you're right, but yeah, it's not the worst play so far. Like, so there's always that. You probably prioritize the boots though over this thing. I think at least.
Oh,
Because on Kindred you do want to be on the map. You
yeah.
probably do want to be on the map slightly less than you are, but you definitely want to be able to move around a bit quicker. And in general, having stats on Kindred is a lot better than having clear, because this is only giving you clear. It's not giving you that much stats.
Okay.
When you already have the dagger, not the daggers, the longswords. But don't be too focused on that. But boosts in general are very good on attack champs. Or like marksman. I meant to say. I don't know what we're looking for. Maybe we're looking for God. Maybe we have completely realized our sins. That's very possible. Because we're not looking for top lane play, I assume. Because that's not really happening.
I was kinda yeah, it was just wishful hoping. Well, what I was hoping for would be that Shen overextends because he wants to get the wave in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm afraid. Okay, so the problem with that is that you could have hoped
Yeah,
that
I
he
could
would
have.
go there. Yes, you blue and then walk there when he does that.
Yeah.
It's probably my issue with that. I mean, this is what my issue is.
Oh, I should definitely be topside to, like I should have pathed there to reset his wave.
No, his way was fine. He's probably just fucked up. He could have recalled. But and then when he's this slow, he just like recalls on our back. He's legit fine. We don't need to be topside. Because we're not playing for this. We're not playing for the Sion when we're playing Kindred here. Um, I feel like in general this game all the lanes are very very hard for you to like gank, and that's fine. Sometimes it's very hard for you to gank lanes. Happens. So then you're just playing for yourself. So I think that is what we focus on. And if we want to play for something, then we should play for bot side probably, so we can accelerate them a bit, and then look for them to play around you. Because you wanna stay around bot side and just force bot prio, and then let all star move into the jungle with you. Yeah, this is usually how you do it. You should have started off with E. Now it's a bit harder for you to kill because of that.
Fuck.
Yeah, that was very sloppy. If Shen doesn't respect, I guess he's dead. Though I feel C9 Lost Shadow are doing an LS fan, respectable. Okay, why is it so slow? Wait, I swear I didn't press anything. What? Was it slow for long?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Should I have ulted there? Or
I didn't pay attention, sorry. No. Just move out. Because the problem with Aring here is now you don't have R for our Drake.
yeah.
And I don't think we care enough about the Sion to actually R there. I mean, at least I don't.
Oh, I fucked up that. I fucked it up.
Oh,
Not even that. That wasn't even the worst thing I did there.
at least you got
It
a kill.
wasn't even, it wasn't even the worst thing I did
We're
there.
staying a bit too close to the bush.
No. That's not even the worst thing.
Oh.
Now comes the worst. Oh no.
Oh. Okay, there's... Okay, obviously that's just very bad. And also the execution is bad. A lot of things just go wrong, I guess. We should... Oh, I need to learn that it's Q, not spacebar. I mean, if anything, just dash into the minions, but I think, yeah, obviously. You'd already know that the play is bad. Honestly, I don't care enough about the build. I don't care. It's sort of fine. Don't have it on Shen. Switch it to Silas. Okay, good. You can even switch to Bard. Would be fine as well. But Silas is probably best. Oh, we lost so much time in top lane. If we had just like ran off without R-ing and just like recall, we would have been so in such a good spot already.
Yeah.
With like itching my eyes. I hope nothing happens. Okay, there we go. We should probably look at bot lane while we're doing these things. Because we don't have prior, but we also kind of want to see what's happening. More than anything else. I don't blame you too much on that mechanical thing, honestly. Because the board queue is kind of weird sometimes. So I'm not blaming you on that.
But I think I didn't even know in the moment that Bart was there, so
Yeah,
I should have looked bot lane to even see Bart there.
yeah, because you just on the me number you could tell that you didn't have prior, but then like, oh, you should have checked anyways just to see if you could do a play bot lane, because it looked like they had been
Yeah.
fighting, so maybe they were low. So that's very bad. We're like not F-king like that much at all.
I don't know, my keyboard is kind of hard to even reach to the F keys, like
I mean, it's like
so far away from everything.
then rebind them.
Yeah.
It's fine. But I mean, I think F keys are like far from everyone, but you just get used to them. Okay, so if you don't want to rebind them like one step down, which is like fine, then at least rebind. So F1 is Sion, F2 is this guy, this F every. So you just remove yourself from the F keys at least, and it's a lot easier, at least for me. Because for me, between F4 and F5, there's a big gap, and obviously F1 is the easiest one to reach. So having that on a laner is very good.
I don't know why I put in there.
Yeah, usually we want to have as much space as possible unless we think that we can just chase someone down, which is obviously not the case here. Kraken is probably... I would... I mean, it's not that bad to go Gale first, I guess, but I would probably want Kraken, but...
Kinda hard commit onto Gale Force at the moment. I tried out Kraken once, but just kind of doesn't feel as good, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean,
As
Gale Force is easier to play.
Yeah.
That's probably why, because you can do a lot more mistakes with it, and you'll be fine. I mean, it's not. Kindred is not the worst because you have PTA, you go Gale Force, Collector, IE. It's kind of whatever. It's not my favorite thing to build, obviously, because I always do that. I don't always pick Kindred. I pick Kindred when it's good, or when I feel like it's good. So I don't end up in the situations where I need to go Gale Force, Collector that much. But I mean, it's whatever. We don't need to focus on build. Okay. Not. Okay, we just might move out. Oh, we should just queue over the wall because we don't actually care about the eye. Because we already got a 300 gold from. Oh wait, the plays aren't even down. I just realized. Okay, that changes a bit. Maybe we do care about the eye slightly more than I thought we did. then I don't blame you as much for using R, I guess. But okay. Why did we just not walk into the tower? Okay, he just played against himself. Happens.
Oh no. Ha-
To be fair though, like okay, so one of the other things I could not blame you for is probably this. Like that's whatever. Really, it is whatever. Because helping this guy out is like it's not the worst decision. I probably wouldn't. I would probably just take my grump and recall, but I don't blame you that much for it. I,
But it's just such a situation to watch. Just trying to chase and then the all comes and you are like, yes, no.
yeah, it always feels bad to get sniped like that. It's a bit unlucky. I mean, we have no priors in bot lane right now. We kind of fucked up already. We should probably have just went top in the bot lane, but actually,
Top
no, no, no,
into
no, no,
bottom.
no, 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 no. You should have went bot to top, but the problem here is that our bot lane is moving bot lane again, more than anything. So we just go bot into top lane camps, into mid lane look.
I should probably let Alistair walk forward if I even would want to attempt it.
Yeah, I mean it's not the worst right now because we did see everyone except Silas, so only Silas could face you. And I
Yeah,
mean,
but the problem is, I know that I probably didn't even check.
yeah, I mean, that does definitely change things, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, I would probably okay. Hmm, what would I say about it? Taking this wave is bad. However, I would
Yeah,
probably
because
I would take this wave. However, if you can, you should probably look to take next wave as well. As soon as said, because now now the wave is like super fucked, so you kind of want to fix it. But I mean, I'll be honest, I would probably always take that wave. I can't even lie, but it's probably bad. If
at
you're,
least Kai'Sa is going to help us now in mid lane.
we
I
should
guess.
not move in here. It's already too late.
Yeah. Kind of try to hang around if they get engaged.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean that's just expecting mistakes, obviously. It's just not the things we want to go for.
Yeah, true.
Was there big? Hello. I feel like I suck on this Twitch thing. What is it? 23 seconds? Not seconds. 23 minutes.
But again, thank you very much for taking your time out to help me.
All good, all
Much
good.
appreciated.
The reason why I didn't want to do like 18 is because I like for some reason like I get so tired around these times now. I think I fixed my sleep schedule too good, so I'm like tired. So I'm like losing a bit of energy, but that's fine. We don't have prior for our schedules. Obviously, we stick for. I mean, Rico is fine, or VS hover mid. I would probably. Uh, ooh, was that like a step back? Okay, whatever. I would probably just back in this bush instead, or like at Wolves maybe.
Yeah, true, so I can impact them
Yeah,
if they get engaged.
because we're not in a rush anywhere really, so we could have a more of a proactive base. Whatever. We wanna fix top wave for sure. Breaking mid tower, yeah, that's nice and all, but
But isn't top wave still pushing towards us?
could be we're not really looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I would not. It's really hard to tell. It looks kind of even to me right now.
Yeah.
So technically it is slow pushing, but it's just like kind of slow pushing.
Slow.
Because it's gonna be fixed in like maybe like 2 waves, right? It's not a perma freeze for sure, but
No, don't do it, don't do it.
Did it at least have Mark or something? And that's why we did that.
Yeah.
No, no, it didn't.
No. Yes, of course I did.
Well, we lost. Respectable. Respectable call out. Oh, well. Can we play the Drake? We do have a package. So we do play the Drake. That's nice. That is nice. So what we should do now is I am pushing mid is fine. I mean this kind of fine honestly. Not hovering here is like really bad. I think.
Because the enemies could just collapse and Kaiser into place then. Or
Yeah. Or at least if we're going to go bot lane, then at least commit to the wave. So you just push the wave, and then
but
you,
why did they even move towards top my blue buff there?
yeah, that's really bad. Especially if you are someone that actually does play comp, because then you should. Because I had this coaching session earlier, so that's more understandable because I didn't play. But I mean, you should know that 30 seconds before Drake does not mean that you can take a camp and just instant move Drake. That means that you should probably like set up things.
Vision.
Yeah, not only vision, but just waves, so it's harder for enemy to move, or like they lose resources and stuff. The fact that already the top laner is top build is obviously fucking weird, but what can you do about that? Kind of have to respect it at this point, so you just have to play. I mean, Zed is moving now, I guess, so he will be there in like 3 seconds. So 3, 2, 1. Oh, he took the long way. That's a pretty good guess by me. I mean, we should never take this fight because we're top lane. I feel like we should play this Drake, and top lane is inting. But after he is showing that he's inting, we should probably just commit on the mid tower into Herald. Obviously, did end up winning it, but I felt like
we should.
Because enemy didn't have to move in that fast. If they slowed down a bit and waited for Zed, then you would have just lost.
I think I tried to sneak it, which because I have like more Qs.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that bad. I don't mind it. I have done worse Drake takes in my life. I would probably move out now though. Oh, I respect that you that you did that Q. It's however really greedy. I felt like, but I respect it. I have no actual complaints about that, so I'll play to you, I guess.
No.
You got it.
I don't know why I didn't auto attack that though.
I mean, the win probably had with that was the way you approach the board, because you queued out, which is kind of weird. Because why don't you just queue out when Shen is like there, you know? Like why are you queuing out already? You can get like if you had stayed on this side, you probably get at least one more out. And then you Gale Force, and then you just queue out. And then when Shen turns on the All-Star, because obviously All-Star is gonna be close to killing the board, he will use E, and then you just queue in again.
Yeah.
And they would have looked probably. I mean, you wouldn't have died. All-Star, maybe. I don't know. Probably. But at least you wouldn't have died. We should look to get the control ward, because obviously we want to look for Baron. I'm not a big fan of controller wards, but I do think they're good whenever an objective is up. So, and the way I use controller wards is usually to deny entry rather than actually putting it on the pit. Could be worth saying. Because
I don't know why I'm not respecting the set here.
I mean, we should just start grump and carry it out. Also, I'm not sure. We should ping. Like, I've never seen a single ping, by the way. Which is like really weird. Because we should ping the Sedis here, or like we should ping something so they get your attention.
Why am I walking into something like this?
Yeah, I mean that doesn't make sense. But I'm trying to think if the fight is like even playable. Okay, let's actually rewatch that because I need to think. Okay, what happened here? So here you just take Gromp and you carry it to your team. Obviously ping a bit. Oh. Okay. This is 3 or 5. You have to just disengage. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
the fight is not takeable at all. Because you're two splits. So first of the three people that are there are split, and then everyone else is just not there. Alright, Kaisa can't actually. She can't get there in time at least. I mean she has R. No, it's too hard. Then we lose. What are you buying? I mean, I definitely agree. I think it's a cracking game, but I mean this is not the worst skill first game I've seen. But yeah, we have a bit of a complainer. Respectable, respectable. Showing. I mean, we have nothing on the map right now. We should definitely look to play bot side here, rather than going to top side, because obviously there's no towers top, and you should probably look to shadow. You should probably look to shadow Shen, not Shen, the Sion.
Should
Uh,
I, like, the question is, should I shadow Sign though? He wants to be left alone, no?
No, I actually do believe you should shadow Sion because I think it's a lot easier for Corki to actually survive, even though that sounds weird. Because Corki just have wave clear and he doesn't need to actually go in range for something. So I think,
Yeah.
because there's no objective up, so you're probably just gonna play Kaisa. Corki is gonna play wave clear, and then Sion split push. And then if they respond to Sion with two people, then you can match it, and I think you're fine. And if they respond with more, then you just walk out, and your team just takes mid tower, hopefully. Is what I would say the play is.
But now I'm kind of just catching waves.
Which is not bad. That's fine. We can't push more than this. Could we? Yeah, we could. We should have taken one more wave, for sure.
To get for dragons, to get push for dragon.
No, I mean, not even that, just to get gold. I mean, the push is nice and all, but gold is probably the main reason. Because the push bottom won't actually do anything. Because they're not. They're realistically always contesting this, and both towers already down, so I'm pretty sure leaving the wave on their side is not even that bad. They're probably not gonna lose CS or like that much CS. So it's like the push doesn't do much. Okay, we should look at the fight though, because I was like busy talking. The approach was really okay. So there we go. I would probably have died already there, because I was actually because I was thinking like how would I play that? I would have Gale Force in on the Ezreal, and you would have got hit by the Sayonara from Silas. So I would have died there, for sure. But we have to walk out. Like we're not taking a fight here.
Yeah.
So
I just saw Corky packaging in Cyan walking up with his health bar, but I kind of disregarded my own health bar.
yeah,
Well-being.
and that's just like what happens like every game really. Like you just
Yeah.
you just follow up on like plays and without thinking, and bro, you did care. Yeah, Carlo. Wait, is that clean? That's cool, I guess. Because when you don't think if you win or lose, then obviously you're not gonna like actually improve on that aspect. And as soon as you come to a point where you're like, okay, I'm not sure if I'm winning or losing this fight, now you're just gonna take the fight and then look at the, then we're gonna take the fight and see how it goes. And then obviously you're gonna look at it at replay after to see if the fight was good, regardless if you won or lost the fight as well.
Yeah.
But it's important to actually think beforehand, like, do I win this fight or not? I mean,
I feel like I don't do that enough.
I mean, I would hope that you don't do, because otherwise there would be a bigger issue if you think that you're winning all of these fights.
Well, with Elise, I would actually think more about fights I could win. I think at least.
I mean, yeah, I mean, you have a bit more attention if you know the champ a bit better.
Yeah.
I'm also surprised that this is the champ you're trying to learn. Like it's good, like don't get me wrong, but it's also like it's a hard champ, and for comp, you usually want to have bruiser jungles because lanes are usually fucking shit. So that's kind of surprising.
Uh, well, I'm trying to forge my like game style more into an early game because I already play Pantheon jungle and Elise jungle. So I thought, yeah, might as well give it a try for Kindred, as she is she should be co- compatible with my playstyle, or at least with
Yeah,
the mindset.
I mean, she isn't. Is the short answer. I do get your point,
Yeah,
but she isn't because Kindred is actually a carry jungle while the others are not carry junglers. Um, obviously both of the other ones do damage and stuff, which is maybe what you see as well. But they don't need as much gold, and they can help the lanes a lot more than Kindred can. So a better champ would probably be like Lee Sin, Trundle. Let me think by looking at champs. That would have been better than Kindred at this. Since how is fine. Probably not why. Because we want to have a similar champion that just like looks for like early game like cheeses or invades and stuff. Uh, Olaf is not the worst. Yeah, but like honestly, um, those are already mentioned. Chandra Lee Sin is probably fine. Uh,
yeah,
Jarvan is obviously not that fine because you want more for your style. You guess you want more damage. Uh, I honestly think Sejuani is not that bad because I actually do think Sejuani has a lot more damage than people think. Yeah.
I noticed it
Viego is
too.
actually a good one. Viego is a good one if you want to look for these
Yeah,
kind of champs.
like I'm already playing Viego and Citrani, so I'm just trying to like create. Like I don't really have the muscle memory or knowledge about Kindred because I haven't played her in the last seasons really. So the other champions, well, except Viego, but in the past seasons I played them already, if you know what I mean. So I
Yeah.
already played them enough to understand how they are basically played. So I focus on champions I don't know first. So I have a broader like champ pool for comp.
Yeah, I mean, I respect that to some degree. Um, I mean, I at least see where you're coming from. The problem is like, I probably don't, I probably don't value champion pool as much as I value champion mastery. It's probably my
Yeah,
issue with that. I genuinely do believe that there are champs that you can probably always pick, and if you're just better, especially because you're not playing in like a super high division team either, which is no like slander or whatever. You definitely get away with having suboptimal choices a lot of the time as well. So just being better than your opponent would be a thing I would value a lot more than being versatile in the champion pool.
yeah, you're
Uh,
probably right. But I like the reason I'm even expanding my champion pool is to first of all know what my enemies will play. Like if I know the champion in itself, then I also know how the enemies would approach the game.
mhm.
And second of all, like I get to know how other champions play styles are played, so I can incorporate that into my other champions play styles.
But I think, okay, so here's another thing. I think
Yeah.
if you play one champion, you can pay a lot more attention to the enemy champions than you could have played if you just play new champions all the time. And by
Yeah.
doing that, you can learn other champions by not playing them, but seeing like how they play around your current champion more. And by doing that, you kind of like find ways like how the enemy champion should work to some extent. Uh,
Yeah. Definitely.
and I would argue you get more information by doing that than playing them. And I also think you don't need to play stuff to know when it's good. Because I don't play a lot of champions. I play like to a good level. I would say I play like 3 champions. To a decent level, I would say I play like around 8 champions. And I would prefer not playing 8 champs. Um,
Yeah.
but I would still say I know which champs are good in spots, regardless if I want to play them or not.
I mean I totally get where you're coming from. I limited my champion pool for the last season too. Like I pretty much only played at least 4 ranked games in the season last.
Yeah.
So
But
I totally get it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think you should one trick either. I think 3 champs are probably good.
Yeah, like I didn't completely one trick. I also played like I had my back four fallback champions like that are similar to my champion. That I also know how to play, like Pantheon. Played Pantheon a lot, and I had like uh, in the past I played a lot of different champions already. So if push comes to shove, I can always go back to the experience I gathered with them.
Yeah, I mean, I can get that. We did end up getting Baron at least. And we do end up getting mid tower finally, so now the game is a bit more open than it was previously. The problem I have here though is like the time
farming. I should have recalled and synced up with my teammates.
Oh, okay, good. You did notice that. But
yeah. Like I wanted to ask you right now, is it even okay that I farmed this here, or was that just plain up inting?
you were inting. If you had 1-1, I would see. I wouldn't mind you taking these. I think it would still be bad, but I wouldn't mind it. Because then you at least go at another agility cloak. But regardless, because now that you had 1-2k, you get the agility cloak anyways. So yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I would say. I mean, your Cork is back as well, so it's not the end of the world. But yeah. I would probably have synced up with the bot lane more. Because you're mainly playing around the All-Star.
Plus engages, so I can one-shot them.
I mean, not only that, but it's easier for him to move in the jungle with you than anyone else.
Yeah, true. So I get where you're coming from.
We kind of need to chill for a little bit, I would say. Because Cork is obviously not here. I'm surprised Cork doesn't push another wave or something. But I guess he's backing for...
Oh, that was too
Drake.
aggressive. To queue into the tower.
Aren't we super split right now? I mean, yeah, we're fine.
I mean, they are
Yeah,
split, but
yeah, this is like really good. Yeah, but there was like I said, like, yeah, it was not that you guys were dead there. It was like more like, okay, you guys have to be a bit careful right now more than anything. Yeah. You can kill all here. You can.
I didn't ult or did
I mean,
anything.
if you want to go like macro, I mean micro, I guess. And yeah. So you wanna play front to back. So you auto attack the Silas. Okay. You wait for them to E in. And as soon as this guy E, we instar because we want to protect the Cork, right?
Yeah.
And then we turn. Okay, so now he's in. So now we look for an R, save this guy. We just force this guy out. And if it doesn't go out, then we just hold E on him. We end up Eing in, kind of bad. I'm actually surprised that Guildford doesn't go on this guy though. So that's always something.
Okay. Wait. Hot take. But what do you think about sacrificing the Sion to get a front line in this case? Like
the problem with that, I would say, is that enemy has an easier time. Doing.
Like in a perfect world, just
yeah. It's actually pretty bad because the problem here is like if you use R here, then because the condition was that Estral already used E to go in, right?
Yeah.
So Estral E Qs and look for Sion execute, and then we are. If he actually ends up getting him, then Sion will have like a one-time resurrection, and then he doesn't get the Q. But if you are and then Sion instantly looks for Q, then I think it's a lot easier for you to actually play the fight. But I do see your point not in that scenario, but I do see your point that sometimes it's better to just leave Sion for passive.
No, I didn't think about it in this scenario. I was just wondering
Oh,
what you
yeah,
thought about.
sometimes then sure. Mainly in river fights where they have more space to work with.
Yeah.
Would be a better spot for it. Oof. How are we gonna close this game? It's looking very, very hard. I mean, I guess we're just pushing mid lanes into going bot lane, so we go top to bot. Okay. Here. Oh my god. Bot lane. Okay. So now we push this wave, and then. Why is no one pushing bot lane? Oh, now we're all coming in on mid. Oh, that feels fucking bad. Okay, this guy's inting. That's good, that's good. And Sion just solo killed the Ezreal. Oh, no, he didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, so was there. Oh, okay, that's game. Thank god, that's game. This game is like really stressing me out. Because I feel like all of these games are like the same. It's always been like so sloppy endings. I mean, yeah, you definitely end here. I would probably stay closer to my team than
Oh,
your.
I'm just
And
AFK auto attacking on them. Feels so bad to watch it.
I mean, at least here it mattered a bit less, but.
Yeah.
So that's all something. Oh, you
Oh.
won that game. That's surprising. But yeah, I felt like we went over a lot. Like a decent amount at least. Do you have like any questions, or like do you have anything else that I need to look through?
Like, what would be your ideal start for Kindred? Like, would you look to early invade with Kindred when they have weak level 1? Because, like, you can like abuse the Kindred range advantage. Like, that's what I've been looking into in the recent time, or that's why I've been trying to look up Kindred or Graves plays.
I mean, if you have Pry in 2 lanes, then it's like doable, or like, yeah, it's doable. The thing is, like, I mean, this is like me specific, but I don't like doing invades that much because I feel like you end up like, the enemies should never die if they actually play it correctly. So the best thing you can get is a buff, and then the question is if the buff is even worth it in the first place, rather than just resetting your own camps. Uh, so I mean, I'm not a big fan of it. I feel like it's not that consistent in general. So I would just like I would look to full clear, and then if I see something happens, I would just respond to that. And most of the time, I full clear towards where I have prio, so I get the mark guaranteed.
Okay.
This is usually what I do as a kindred more than anything. Um, and on kindred specifically, I also preferably path towards the lane with CC rather than damage.
Yeah.
I guess.
You bring a lot of damageless Kindred to the table, but no only a slow on
Yeah.
E and W.
So you need like more of that really, or just a lane where you think they're just gonna overextend a lot more.
So everywhere. Just him.
Yeah, I guess honestly.
But all in all, thank you very much for helping me.
Of course. I'm gonna stop that.